You're watching extras from the Extension on Eagle Community Television.
Hi, I'm Holly Dickman with the Ellis County Extension Office, and this might seem like a strange time of year to talk about roses, but actually it's a really good time of year, and the reason why I'm standing next to these shrub roses, actually knockout roses, which I know many of you have around the area, is because we've found a new disease, not a new disease to Kansas, but a new disease to Ellis County. We officially had our first diagnosis of rose rosette in the last couple of weeks here, and so not to say this disease hasn't been around for a while, but this is the first time I've actually had a sample brought into the office. We've sent it into K-State's plant pathology lab, and they've confirmed that that's what it is. So I wanted to talk just a little bit about this disease because it is a pretty destructive rose disease. Roses, wild roses throughout Kansas can have this issue, and it's a pretty serious issue, but it's called rose rosette. It's actually a virus, and this is a virus that can affect those shrub roses that we have in the landscape. You know, those knockout roses, shrub roses, they're supposed to be very disease resistant, not have a lot of issues, but this is one disease that can affect them, unfortunately, and so we need to be aware of it. Rose rosette, like I said, is a virus. It causes excessive shoot elongation, so you'll have long shoots. The biggest, I guess, symptom that I think you'll notice right away is excessive thorniness. So, you know, rose bushes are thorny to begin with, but there's just tons and tons of thorns all along this shoot here. Another symptom is kind of distorted or deformed leaves, and also this red leaf color. With rose rosette, you'll have all of those symptoms combined. And so I mentioned earlier, this is a disease that's very destructive. Not only does it make things look bad, but it can actually kill the plant within 2 years. So the recommendation at this time is to get those plants out of the ground and destroy them. There is no cure, so once you see this, that is your only option if you want to get rid of it, is to go ahead and take the plant out and destroy the plant. Now, it is something that can be moved from plant to plant by pruners. So, you know, this is a good time of year to talk about it because a lot of people are out maybe doing some pruning before winter time. I get lots of calls about, well, when should I prune my roses? You know, if you're seeing symptoms like this, first of all, you could bring it into the extension office to confirm that that's really what's going on, but you just need to be aware that whatever you prune off of a plant like this with this disease, you can then move to another rose bush by your pruning shears. So you want to make sure, and if you do any pruning on a plant that's infected, make sure you sanitize your pruners in between. So dip them in some rubbing alcohol or spray them with some Lysol, some sort of disinfectant, before you move on to another rose bush to help prevent the spread of that disease. The other recommendation is that after you remove the plants and destroy them, you don't want to go back in immediately with a new rose bush, because that disease can be in those roots that were left behind, and those roots could then graft with the new roots of a new rose bush that you plant, thus infecting that new rose bush. So, kind of a tough disease to deal with, but one that we need to be aware of, and I'll start doing more education about it since we've now had a confirmed case of this in the county. If you have questions about rose rosette or any of your rose bush care questions, contact your local extension office for more information.
You're watching extras from the Extension on Eagle Community Television.